They talk to me like, oh my God, I saw that video in the lead group and that kind of struck me. And I wanted to do it because I go like this, you poor people, how long are you gonna stay poor? You know? Yeah, it's in my language, yeah. Yeah, so if you're poor and you don't want to stay poor anymore, then listen to this video for the, next.
Love that.
Wow. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our series, Successful Story of Normal People. Like couple months ago, couple years ago, now totally transformed in a different life. And today we are so excited to have Tanvir. And you just see a very short clip of him on the panel of top earner in Punta Cana that we had a couple weeks ago. And today we have a privilege to interview him, and I hope that his story will move you like his presentation moved us in Punta Cana. And welcome, Tanvir. Please unmute yourself and say hello to our audience, please.
Hello. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lennon and Vivian, Josh, and Karen for inviting me here. It's my privilege to be here today. And hopefully, we can have some good discussions and learn something new.
Thank you, Tanvir, for taking the time to be here. You know, you've been one of the core leaders in our communities over the past several years, the rising star. So I know, obviously, it's not always like that, right? I know that's the journey that you know. So at the beginning, what were the challenges you were facing when you started this business? Because I'm sure it wasn't all, sunshine and rainbows.
Absolutely not. So in the beginning, my challenges has changed over time. Like in the beginning, like any other businesses, you just have to start, and then you face challenges, you overcome those, and that's how it becomes successful. In the beginning, my biggest challenge was to shift my mindset from 9-to-5 working mindset to become my own boss. At work, we all know that people or your supervisor or manager, or you'll have tasks. Someone will tell you what to do, and you do these certain jobs in a certain time, and then you go home. And so many people, even after 7 years of working as an entrepreneur, I have noticed that even for people who join this business, I face hard time to change their mindset also from 9-to-5 to business or entrepreneurship mindset. That was my very beginning. Like initially, that was very hard for me because I had to find my own time to work on my own business. Nobody's telling me what to do. Nobody's telling me when to do it. So that was one thing. And then when I started the business, actually working on the business and growing my business, that time my challenge was to make people understand what this business is. I don't know about you guys, but in my community, most of the time people think this is some sort of cheap lotion potion selling business or insurance selling business, and I'm just trying to make $300, $400, $500 a month. Kind of, it is very hard. It was, till to this day, actually, it's kind of challenging to make people understand how big this business is and how much it will change your life financially and physically, mentally, in every aspects of the life. And I still find this is very challenging, that people just think that this is one of those low ticket, cheap business. Yeah.
Thank you. And for us on the business owner, we always start out with some challenging, right? And especially you have your family, right? You have when your wife was pregnant and you have a brand new baby. So like what is it that keep you going? Because challenge for sure as a business owner, and now you have a brand new baby as well. So share with us, like, what is it that keep you going until now, 7 years later?
Well, there was like the answer is actually in the question that, when my wife was pregnant and then we had a, brand new baby, and I'm going to work and my wife was at home at that time, but we both knew that she needs to go back after her mat leave is done. She will have to go back to work, and it was almost like our time was running out. We needed to do something and get at least some sort of passive income coming from this business so that my wife didn't have to go to work. So we're kind of like working 10x on the business. In 2019, I still remember that was the hardest time in my business time, because I was working full time, and then my wife was supposed to go back to work in another 4 or 5 months. So my goal was to get my business settled in 2019 so that in 2020 I could quit my job, or at least my wife could quit her job. But in 2020 March, everything shut down, and I didn't have to actually quit the job. So we stayed home the whole 2020, but then we never went back to work, because by 2021 our income from this business was sufficient enough. It was actually, we were making more than my wife and I, our both combined salary in a month. So that's when that's when we knew that, okay, it's safe to quit jobs now. So we both didn't go to work in 2021 when everything started to opening up again, and my manager was calling me, hey, so we're opening the hotel again, when are you gonna come back? I said, you know what, I'm not coming back. so but that 2019, that time was very crucial for us, because like I said, that I was totally into the business. I was like, this is my last chance, last opportunity in this life to actually do something and quit job and maybe break free from this 9 to 5 thing. And thank God we did it.
Amazing.
Wow, congratulations. That must have been such a great feeling to be able to say, no, I'm not coming back. I don't need to,
Yeah,
and so just taking that challenge, that situation, and turning into a why, and that the motivation to make it happen, and you did. So what was there? So how has this business helped you and your family? Like, if you could just share some of your actual achievements, some things that stand out, maybe a couple of things that were just big achievements for you.
Well, this business has changed my life, my family's life, like completely, like 360. We never thought of the life that we are living right now that would have been possible. Even if someone would ask me 5 years ago that what do you see, where do you see yourself in 5 years, I wouldn't say this. I would have said, like, I want better life, a house, a car, this kind of thing. But where I am right now, like as a family, where we are, it is unbelievable. Achievements, a lot of achievements in last 7 years. It's beyond my imaginations even. But if you ask me to mention few, first one, I would say my biggest achievement from this family is I have 3 daughters. I don't know if you guys know. I have 7 years old, 5 years old, and 3 years old. They're 3 daughters, and I get to stay with them every day from morning till night. I wake them up, and then freshen up, come downstairs, have breakfast, and then play, watch TV, and then have lunch, go out to play, and then I take them to the bed. I mean, it is a dream life for so many working parents. I used to, when my oldest one was 6 months old in 2019, when I was working, I used to come home at 2 in the morning and I would never see her, or I'd never go to bed with her except sometimes in the weekends. And she was used to it. And now I cannot even go out by myself for groceries or, do some errands, because they will ask, uh, mom, like, what is that? What is that? Where did he go? Because they think that, this is really funny. I mean, interesting. I was talking to them the other day, and all my three daughters, they think that all our neighborhood, all those houses, all the kids, their parents, they think that all of their parents stays home like us.
Wow.
They have no idea that parents needs to wake up in the morning and go to work and then come back in the evening. They don't know about that at all. They have no idea. They think all the parents in our neighborhood, all those houses, all the parents are at home like us. This is unbelievable. Like, they think that parents always stays home. And if you really think about it, that is my biggest achievement from this business. And financially, all those other materialistic stuff, the amount of money that I make per month now would, like I said, that it is unbelievable. And that the freedom that gives, I can go to my country whenever I want now. If I want to go for a vacation, like a couple of weeks ago, like PV and Josh and Leland and we were in Punta Cana. We missed you, Karen, there. And we came back after 7-8 days, and there are checks sitting in my
Yes.
mailbox, and those are not like just $200, $300, $500 checks. The number, if I tell, like, there will be a lot of people who wouldn't even believe that how much money was sitting in so these are I mean, we have it's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
So those are and then working with, this is my third achievement, I would say, is like working in this business. People who text me, like, I mean, you guys, Karen might know, you guys would know too, that the people who I helped to get into this business and make money and make, like, they quit their jobs, those people, when they message you with, sometimes they phone me crying, like, this is our tax season now, so there are people from United States, from Europe, from Canada message me. Sometimes they send me a voice message. They're like crying and teared up. They're like, I could not believe that how much money I made. And they thank me, they say they thank this business. And those text messages, those phone calls, when they have so much gratitude for this business and even for me, I feel that that is also one of my biggest achievements, that how people, how you change people's lives. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, Tanvir. Yes. Listening to your story, I can resonate. And I know as a mom, as a parent, I think that's the one priceless achievement that we can have, is to be present in our children's lives. And it's so funny that you said that your daughters are so young that they don't understand. And I think this is the norm, that, they grow up with both parents in the house, like thinking that's the same for everybody. But the reality, that's not the truth. And for me, that was part of the reason why I, got into this business in the first place, is because I was missing out on all those moments with my kids. And I know that the clock is ticking, and my kids will not be kids forever. That's why I go, your daughters are so blessed that, at that age, they have both of the parents around. So my kids were about high school age when I got into this business, but now, even so, like, it's never too late. So I was able to build that relationship with them in the last few years of their, I guess, childhood, before they're fully grown adult. And I cannot thank this business enough for that opportunity. And it's so amazing. And you know what? It really shows that, nowadays the internet has really made it in an unfair playing field, that it is possible for anybody from any walks of life with no skill whatsoever to be able to earn online, to be able to earn 6 figures or even 7 figures a year without any degree. Most of us in this business are earning what doctors or surgeons are earning after 10, 11 years of education. Some of us came here with like a high school diploma or not even high school, and thanks to this system, this business, we're able to generate those income and create the life that we deserve, we desire for ourselves and our family. So in that perspective, I know there's still so many people sitting out there, scared, wondering what if, is it too good to be true? Is it possible for them? Being where, it's so easy for us to sit here from the inside, experience everything, seen it all, and know what is possible. It's easy for us to say, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and the internet, it's still young, it's still growing. And I just believe that that's the future, because we've seen in the past few years, especially you mentioned COVID, where it changes everything, right? So actually COVID is actually a blessing for you, because it gave you and your wife that taste of not going back to work and what it would be like, and you guys survived it. So I mean, with that being in that perspective, what would you say to your younger self, 7 years ago, today? Because I'm sure 7 years ago, when you started this business, I think your wife started the business, you were skeptical, right?
Yeah,
so what would you have told yourself back then, in the same respect as telling somebody that's watching this or have seen this around and still questioning if it's real and if they should give it a shot? What would you have said to them or to yourself back then?
Before I answer that, I just want to touch a little bit on that thing that, when you said that doctors, we make money sometimes more than a doctor or a surgeon or, high degree professionals. There's another very distinct difference here too, is what I always have thought is the doctors, big surgeons or big engineers, they make this much money, some, not all of them, but very little, like I would say 1 to 2%. But even though they're making that much money, that particular doctor don't even have a life sometimes, because they're always busy working. They make good money, but they don't get to spend time with their kids, with their family, with their wives, or go for a vacation all the time. Maybe very specific days during the year that they might be able to go if they're lucky. So it's not only about how much money you're making. It's just I don't want to work 24 hours or 15, 16 hours a day and make money for my daughters, and they're going to have a good life. Maybe they will have 3 houses on their own. And then I'm not going to be there. I'll be making money for them. They'll be pretty much, happy, but it's not the same. I would be, if I work my butt off and make good money for them, I'm not enjoying the time with them because I'm always out working. They're not even enjoying. For time being, they might think that, oh, I'm getting everything I want, so I'm happy. But after a certain time, they will miss this time. I'll miss this time. When did they even grow up? I wouldn't even know. And then, funny enough, who is gonna enjoy my hard work, my money, or my daughter's husbands? So there, I am gonna just work my whole life off. I would be, when I'm 60 or 65, I'd be looking back and where did the time go? What did I do my whole life? So it's not about just making money. We are making money and still spending time with our families, our kids. I'm they're growing up with me. So that's very important. Anyways, let's go back to your question. So 7 years ago, when my wife told me about this, the first thing I said is, I don't know about this whole online thing, but okay, if you really want to do it, you can do it. But if you ask me to go sell something to my friends and coworkers and relatives, then I'm out. You are on your own. Because
Yeah.
I did not want to sell, uh, no matter what that is, like lotions, potions, shampoo, makeups, or insurance, whatever. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna go out there and sell to people. So my wife didn't actually know what the whole this business idea is. So she just asked me, "Can you just at least watch the webinar?" Like we always say, that you get the very brief idea from that. So I said, "Okay." So I watched the webinar, and then I was like, "Okay, this seems interesting. It's saying that there's no selling involved and automated system will do that for us." So I was like, "Okay, let's do that," because I wasn't like the whole, some people like online means scam, that's it, like there's no other discussion. I wasn't like that. I knew there is an opportunity online because I was looking at Amazon FBA, I was looking at Shopify at that time, around in 2017, 2018. So I kind of knew there is something out there, or there are a way to make money, and the whole internet is going towards that. um, so when I watched the webinar, I was like, okay, I think it sounds a little bit different. Let's see. So I got into the business, and then I saw the whole, what we call pre-coaching videos, like how exactly this system works, how the system is going to help me, how without me selling anything, going out there, the whole system will bring us leads and do the whole selling for us. All those stuff. When I saw those, and then I was like, okay, I think it's doable. Let's give it a try. Mark Zuckerberg, I think he said once that, idea never comes in a full form. You cannot get this whole business from start to the end in your head and then you jump in. No, you will have the end goal, or what you want to achieve at the end, or what are you going to make, and then you just have to just step outside and start doing it. So that was my idea, like, okay, it seems good so far, so let's start, let's see how it goes. And then 6-7 months into the business, that's when I was like, things are changing, and I was like, oh, okay, wow. And then I never looked back. After 2019, like I said before, that I knew that this is the one that I was looking for, and this is something that I will continue doing. So whoever are like kind of skeptical like me, or how I was, I always say, you don't know until you actually get in, and there's nothing to lose. You have free webinar, and then you have like 30 days money back guarantee or whatever, all those stuff. Like there's no risk, 100%. So give it a try, see if it's for you or not. At least, like Mike always said, that once you get in and you see everything and then you leave, that's fine if you don't want to do it. But at least now you know better than before you came in, right? So yeah, that's what I always tell other people.
Wow. Yeah, I totally agree with you that we cannot understand fully the whole business model right up front before we start. We only have like the end goal, and then, oh, that's what we want. And success leave footprint. The people that just like us, the normal parents, the normal people that able to achieve that result within a couple of months, within a couple of years with this proven system, then why not give it a try, right? When I started, I just wish that I can make extra 1,000 or 2,000 to support my husband with the expensive life in Canada. But when 1 year in, and as you say, like 7 months, it's clicking, and then you dream bigger, right? And then now I say like, wow, this is like life transform opportunity, and now I dream bigger. Then I want to bring my parents here, that and then have time with them, right? Like not just like bring them here and lock them in a house and then go to work and cannot have time with them, right?
Yeah.
So slowly at the beginning you dream small, and then but when you see the potential of the business, you dream bigger. You don't have to dream bigger at the beginning because you were scared, and it's fine. But if you don't take any action, or if you don't start, like spend 1 or 2 hours every day seeking, looking for something to earn extra, to change your finance situation, and it never come, right? So here you go, me, a normal mom, a normal teacher from Vietnam, with 7 years is proven system and still going strong, change my life, change my family life, and we both become stay-at-home parents. And Karen too, she and her husband also become stay-at-home parent. Tanvir and Phoebe and Josh have plenty of time, bring their relative from Vietnam and stay at home taking care of their elderly parents. So guys, what are you waiting for? If you are ended in this go live today, there's something in you saying that there's more to achieve. So click the link wherever that you receive this link. There's a lot of our member in the community offering this free workshop. What's the workshop? And come in and check it out, the profile of 4 of us, right? 5 of us, to see if that real, and if that's something for you, then you find your tribe. I guarantee you that. And thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Tanvir, Coach Karen, Phoebe, and Josh for amazing talk today. And we're going to see you in the next Go Live. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate is proudly presented to Tanvir Alam. Thank you for being a valued guest speaker at Business Talk. Your story and insights inspired our audience and made this event truly special.